back on the light at the lock home. This is a stand that I saw that big buck the first morning we hunted. There's a new trail that wasn't here right underneath my stand. I don't know how that's going to work, but hopefully I can catch them before they get underneath me. Anyway, running a little late. We were out trailing Eric's deer. Looks like it might have been a bad shot, but he's still out there trailing it. He decided to come back and hunt. But it's another evening. Let's hunt. All right, hello everybody. This is the end of, what is today, Wednesday? Wednesday. I believe it's our 7th day here. Probably should have done this before because we have a messy cabin, but I figure I'll show you all the cabin. You got all your clothes on, huh, son? All right. So you got it's just a little small log cabin. You got one bedroom here. It's just a bed. Oh, and then you have the bedroom here. This is where we reside. Me, Carmichael, and my dad. It's got a little air conditioner, and each room has a little heater. Our heater don't work, only the main room. This is outside the front porch. We're fixing to light a fire. I bought some steaks today, so we're gonna go ahead and eat some steaks. We hadn't ate a whole lot in the past 15 days or so. But we're gonna eat good tonight. Hadn't been seeing much activity for deer. I don't know what happened the first couple days. They were everywhere and then they just sort of disappeared. But we're gonna change some things up for the next couple of days, and we have 3 days left. We have Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and then we're gonna be leaving, headed back to Texas. Work calls, you know. But I hadn't been doing a whole lot of interviews either. When I remember I do them, but just hadn't had a whole lot of activity and kind of forgot sometimes to do my interviews. But we'll see how this video pieces together whenever it pieces together. So anyway, that's it for now. Hello everybody. So we're still in Illinois. The trip's coming to an end. Been hunting one buck most of the trip. Is that buck I saw on the first day the first morning I hunted. But we went out and we scouted another piece of property. Had some pretty good sign on it, so I hunted there in the evening. Next morning, Eric Watson and I went back to that spot. We hunted there that morning, and once we got down, we went to a different spot to do a little scouting, check a different property out. And sure enough, that property was chewed up in sign. We had scrapes going down one side of this little narrow piece of woods, rubs going down the other. We had clusters of trees, 5 or 6 trees just tore up in rubs, like community scrapes where all the way around the tree was just ground pawed up. So we knew the bucks were there. So we went back to the cabin, talked about it, carried a stand out in the woods that evening and hung the stand, did a hanging hunt. Saw a few does several hundred yards away. But next morning we came in and I went to that spot, and it was an awesome day. I think I counted 24 deer that day, several bucks chasing does. I saw 2 of the biggest bucks I've ever seen chasing a doe. They crossed a little patch in front of me. about 50 yards away, but they were running, chasing a doe and behind some thick stuff, so I could never get a shot. I actually saw the big one turn and posture up to the smaller one like they were going to fight right in the middle of a field. It was amazing. Probably one of the most exciting things I've ever seen. And when I say big bucks, I'm talking these were 160, 140 inch whitetails. I've told everybody I told this story to. It looked like two Clydesdale horses chasing a Shetland pony. Man, they're just big, and it was amazing. So when we seen that, we decided to do an all-day hunt. I sat there from daylight till dark, and like I said, I saw 23 or 24 deer total. And man, it was rough sitting all day. It was the first time I sat all day in a stand. It was rough, but man, it was a memorable hunt, and just couldn't make it happen, but it was fun. Anyway, so throughout the rest of this video, there's not a whole lot. I got a couple pictures, and the last evening hunt, a doe walked out and just stood there 20 yards away from me. So I videoed her a little bit, but Illinois hunt is coming to an end, and I guess next year is next year. We'll try it again. But thank y'all for watching. Check out, there's a few more pictures after this, and that little short video of that doe. And then we'll be headed back to work, and after a few weeks of working, then be headed back to Lorman, Mississippi, to my mom and dad's house to do a little deer hunting there. And season's coming to an end. It's we have only got about a month left. So anyway, appreciate y'all watching, and we'll talk to you later.